Sweet. All right. Happy 250th, year 250. Man, this is so cool to be alive, to see this, to experience this. We've been through a lot as a nation, not just alone in the 250 years, but I think in the past 10, 11 years, we've gone through a lot. And this is my first time at this spot, so I'm excited. And thanks for being here. Thanks for joining in. On your way in, if you don't mind, do me a favor. Sorry about if the noise in the background behind me is pretty loud. But if you don't mind, on your way in, hit that like button and subscribe button, and that would help me just continue to have a lot of fun doing this. And so, yeah, that would help me out a lot. But happy 250th anniversary, America. It is such a beautiful day. And I'm out here just hanging out, ready to celebrate. That's pretty much what I'm up to. Give me a second here. I'm gonna get started. Hopefully this is a pretty cool shot that you can see. But before I get started, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can do this. If I can share this link to my Facebook. Let me see if this will work here. But man, we got a lot to be thankful for. And first of all, as a nation, I'm just thankful for God for this country. And I could have been born any other location in the world, any other time, any other century, era. And but for some reason, God decided that this was the year for me to be born, or for the year for me to be alive, and I'm really grateful for that. So good morning or good afternoon wherever you're watching this from, or good evening if you're watching this later on, or if you're around the planet, some other place, good something for you. So I hope you have a great day. And we're gonna be yeah, give me a second here. Actually, I'm just gonna share this video to my Facebook. The last time I did this, I shared it straight to, I was streaming it straight to Facebook, and but I think I like to just keep it all, I don't know, I'm experimenting with this whole thing, but I'd like to just keep it all pretty uniform and just in one place for people to watch and comment and such, because I've noticed on my app that I'm streaming from, it looked like I was getting live stream like chats from coming in from Facebook. And then when I went to my Facebook later on after the stream, I would notice they were left on as comments. And so I'm just not sure if people are getting those comments. But anyway, though, what are you grateful for? Seeing that it's a 250th anniversary here in America. Give me a second here. Almost done, I promise. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and hopefully this works out. Come on. Sorry about my let's see how we can do this. Come on. Almost done, I promise. Almost done. And yeah, but if you don't mind, again, if you're just getting in here at this point, please like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And also, if you're watching this later on the replay, yeah, please, if you don't mind, hit that that like button anyways. And yeah, I'd appreciate that very much. We're about to have some fun, hang out for a bit. I'm gonna enjoy my coffee. Hopefully you're enjoying your coffee, or if you're on lunch break, or if you're even at work, or if today's a day off for you, which you most likely are if you're in the United States, then yeah, let's just hang out. Whatever you're up to, you could have me on in the back of your if you're washing dishes, or you're cooking your meal, preparing for your family, your friends, your homies, whatever it is. Just leave me on in the back. And so Let's see, almost done. Here, I'm gonna put something cheesy like Happy 250th on the post here on my Facebook. And let's see what we could do. And just about done. Just about done. Just about public. Anyone can watch. Yes, of course. And boom. See, hopefully that works out well. Cool. All right. I hope that went through. Yeah, it looks like it did. Boom. All right, cool. Thanks for your patience, whoever you are. So, yeah, but we got a lot to be thankful for, a lot to celebrate for today, because I think we've dodged a lot of bullets. We've dodged a lot of things, in my opinion, that we have no idea what we dodged in the past 10, 11 years. And so it's been very much an uphill battle, but uphill we have moved, no doubt. And I know that, yeah, you know, if I were to be frank, yeah, we've been in a type of a hidden war. And I'm not just talking about like in a spiritual sense, but I think as a country, I brought out the acoustic guitar this time, not the classical nylon string. So today's a special day, that's how you know. But anyways, yeah, but we've been through a lot, and I've been in a lot of conversations as of lately, and they've been really good conversations. Just talking about the age that we're in, the age we were in since the 1960s, and then where we were before. And pardon me. And before the 1960s, though, we were in the age of, according to the occult, Osiris. And so, I guess it goes in, age of Osiris, and now we're the dawning of the age of Aquarius since the 1960s, and I don't remember what specific year, but I think according to that group, they were trying to roll us out to into the actual age of Aquarius by, I don't know, is it 2060 or 2080 or something like that? But basically, that's what we as a country have been battling, and that's what we as a planet have been battling, is this the hidden groups, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I want to use more specific words, but for the sake of safety, I will not go there. But I'm mentioning that though because we've got through it. We're getting through it. We've seen a lot of stuff that we couldn't explain of what's going on, from the JFK assassin, that the the moon landings scenario. Some people believe is real, some does not, or some do not believe that it was real, and wherever side of the aisle you are on that, it doesn't matter to me, but I do no doubt believe that we've been underneath kind of a spell as a country. I'll just speak for as a country and as a planet, but we've been in some kind of a spell though, and we've had wow, look how beautiful this is this morning. Wow, I'm looking at Palos Verdes right now. Oh, I think let's see if I can see it. Actually, I'm looking for the Donald Trump golf course. I'm trying to see if I can see it from here. I'm not sure if any of that is the Donald Trump golf course. I think it might be more over there. And so, but you can't see it from, I'd show you, but you couldn't see it anyways from where this location is. But anyway, I thought this location was cool because usually, well, being over here on the West Coast, California, we don't get sunrises. Like we don't get, you know, we're known for sunsets, but this way is facing east, and it's the best I can do for a sunset as far as I know. So, so enjoy. But yeah, so anyways, we've been through a lot as a country though, and since the 1960s, I like to kind of see it as we've been rolled out into the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and that's what we've been, you know, we've still been in that age to this day. And so I don't know if you guys know that song. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, you know, that song. And but I think that was, in some sense, that was like the hidden hands. You know, they were starting to celebrate just where we were heading into. And so they signaled to each other and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. And we were being walked into their vision of what we want, of what the world would be. And so, but now I believe that we're witnessing the reversal of all that. And so, and all the chaos of the 1960s and the hippie movement and Charles Manson stuff and a lot of the movies, the music, and then what we've been, think about this, right? We've had Clive Davis, the guy who I would say led charge, as far as I know, of allegedly, right? But he led charge of destroying the black community. Alongside with others, as far as like there's other communities and other industries that have been, I'd say, weaponized against our country. But yeah, but he just passed, right? A couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. And, but yeah, I mean, they've destroyed the black community, and using hip hop and using, the film industry, and like when I look at movies made in the 1990s, for example, probably even the 80s, probably even a little before then, yeah, there's just a lot of combat, like a lot of gangsterized glorification and killing and so on and so on. And so, and it's just part of the big war. It's a big push, the unrest, the chaos. And so we were slowly as a planet being walked, or slowly as I guess as a planet, but as a country for sure, we've been slowly walked or lulled into this state of chaos and into the vision of the dawning of the age of Aquarius, you know. And I believe that there was a lot of people, including William Cooper, and some for others, right? Like Alex, you know, like those figures that were sounding the alarm on this stuff, and like for years. But I think that we've got the right people in place, and I'm just a witness to all this, right? It's not like I'm. Oh, it's raining, unbelievable. Just getting some sprinkles here. But it's not like I'm not an insider or anything like that. I'm just an observer, but piecing all this stuff together. But as a country, we've come very, very far just through a lot of this stuff. And just the fact that I can sit here and be able to see a scene like this without having to worry about some militia coming to take me out or something is amazing. You know, like other countries don't have the luxury that I get to just sit here and enjoy the sunrise and enjoy what we enjoy as a people. Enjoy time with our family, going to church and going to, to the mall or whatever. yeah, we're really a country of people who value life, and yeah, we fight a lot, and we have a lot of things that we debate. And a lot of people, yeah, but we'll get through it, and we're getting through it right now, you know. And so I'm proud of the United States of America, and not every single thing that happened I'm proud of, but I think we're really coming through a lot of it, and coming through a lot of the chaos, confusion, and a lot of the abuse. I apologize if the cars are kind of loud. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fireworks and a lot of celebration and big USA party today. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope everyone has a good time, and ultimately even beyond all the fireworks. But I hope that the remembrance of what God's done and what God's doing in this nation is at the top of the list of our mind of what we're celebrating. You know, because we're not doing this on our own cleverness, on our own intellect. We're not getting through this with our own wisdom, but we're getting through this through being a country that's on bended knee for God, and yep. And so here's to another 250 years and beyond, as a country that's healed, and a country of vision and strength and dignity and great purpose and fortitude. This is awesome. It is raining out here, and I say let it rain. Let it rain. Come on, bring it. Hopefully my phone doesn't get destroyed in the rain here. I did not expect to have rain on the 250th birthday of America in California, but I'm grateful for it. It's a beautiful vision, a beautiful sight for me. So hopefully it's beautiful for you. Yeah, we're gonna get through it. You know, we've had a lot of, we lost a lot of people. The 2020 shenanigans, and a lot of people, just kind of like don't really even sometimes realize of what we dodged. I think it would have been a lot worse. I definitely lean on the side that was not a nature's accident or the fluke of nature or something like that. But yeah, definitely lean on the side of yeah. I mean, that was a weaponized moment, and but we got through it. And you know, I know I lost an uncle during that period. I didn't lose him to the virus, but you know, I lost him to yeah, he already had like some medical things going on, and he wasn't able to get into a hospital. You know, it was just hard to get into a hospital in that time. But yeah. Reginald Harrison. Yeah, I'm sure we all lost someone, you know. Forgive me, I'm gonna tune my guitar. It's a little bit out of tune. And it is raining. Man, I was not expecting this. It was kind of a little warm and hot, like just a little moment ago when I got here. So I didn't see that coming at all. But maybe this is the nature of this area. Like I'm on the other side of the hill from the area that I live on, and I think this side probably tends to run a little bit more foggier, a little bit more marine layer and all that stuff. And so, but yeah. Feels good to be alive. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have some coffee, so give me a moment. I went to the Taboo Starbucks. I have no problem with Starbucks, but some folks that I know have a problem with Starbucks. But I don't know. It just reminds me that of, you know, we're not gonna always agree with someone or someone's, and sometimes, who knows, maybe Starbucks will become a strong, I don't know if it is or isn't, but if it's not, maybe Starbucks has the opportunity of becoming a strong patriotic company, or a company full of, you know, people who are proud of their country. If they're not, I'm not sure if they're not. I'm not gonna summarize their whole organization into the nots or the R's, but anyway, the rain is kind of slowing down a little bit. Kind of slowing down a bit. Let's see if I can get like a better. Wow, what is that? Which one's better? Is that a good shot? Is that a good shot? Yeah, let's try it there. That looks cool. I'm just hanging out. I didn't really show up here with any agendas. I'm just happy for the day, excited for the day. And yeah, we got a lot to be proud of, though. I'm gonna say it. America saved the world. But ultimately, God saved the world, and He's saving the world. And I mean, it's His movement first and foremost. I mean, this country was founded by people, flawed people, completely flawed, all of them, just like me. But this country it's founded by people who had an interest in building a nation that God wants. And I'm not saying every single one of them had the right motives, but I believe that they did. And I believe that, yeah, you know, you hear of them. I know some of them were involved in certain secret societies and such like that too, and probably more than I know. But I don't know. It's hard to say because, you know, because people always point, well, look at the Washington Monument, look at and I agree. Like, I see those symbols and things like that. But when you look at the date of all of the masonry, the Masonic stuff, symbolism, the buildings, the structures, that stuff was built in the 1800s, the mid 1800s, and beyond, to up to 1970s and so on. And the paintings of George Washington wearing Freemasonry stuff. Like, I mean, the Mason, I don't know if people really know about the Masonic influence in that time period in general. Like, it was, a lot of people thought it was a really good idea. And so the Masons probably felt very bold and empowered to put their monuments up and be proud and all this stuff. But I think a lot of that stuff, or most of it, or even probably all of it, it came after the founding fathers were already gone. So they're not here. They weren't there to defend themselves and say, hey, that's not what I was, and you know what I mean? And so it's like, we got to remember that it's not just because you see a painting of George Washington wearing a suit that has a symbol on it that means that he was heavily involved in that, or maybe he was involved in it, and maybe, but I believe, well, slow down me. But it's not, like, these things were created and put in place after they're already long dead. And so that's like if someone, like, after Jesus and someone painted a picture of Jesus hugging the Pope or something, like, and saying, oh yeah, and then the Pope, like, whatever, like, saying, oh, he was our guy, and it was like, like, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus was one of us. And it's like, Jesus did not, he had nothing to do with the Catholic Church, okay? Like, the Catholic Church came after it was about the movement of Jesus, the Messiah. It wasn't about, even churchianity in America, it wasn't even about that. Like, sometimes we got to come up for air and get beyond just our routine of things, and not fall into just simply the religious camp of things and just go along with it. And I'm not saying that anyone's doing anything wrong by going to church and having their, like, I think, I have a lot of thoughts this morning, obviously, but all I'm saying is that our country's surrender to God, Christ, gets downplayed quite a bit. And the stuff that's used to discredit that is stuff that's largely, or probably even almost all of it, or all of it, that came about in the 1800s, mid 1800s. And so, anyway, but the United States is it's an amazing country, though, because it's filled with mostly people who are agreeing of peace, and mostly agreeing with each other's, like, shared human value and such. And so that's why, when they wanted to pin us against a nation and to get us to be okay with us marching into certain countries, they have to yell that they're dictators, because we don't, as a country, as a whole country, we don't like dictators. We don't like people being abused and controlled, and so they have to convince us through that. And so, but yeah, we're an imperfect country, but we're an amazing country, and that's why a lot of people want to be here. But here's my thing: is, like, I believe that most or nearly every nation on the planet, in very due time, it's going to be so peaceful for them as well that they're going to be able to enjoy the fruit of their land too, and they're going to have the opportunity to finally make their country beautiful. And maybe I'm being just a naive optimist or something on that, but I don't know. Like, that's not just a hope. I think I've seen enough of evidence or I've seen enough, I'll just say that, and I've listened to enough of things from people that called certain things into being that, hey, by this time this is going to happen, by this time this is going to happen. Like listening to enough of those guys and seeing all this stuff actually happen, and these guys are saying that they're going after cartels in every nation and ridding the nations of the world of those things, of those systems, of the traffic, the human slavery of our time, the human slavery that's always been there actually. And so every country I believe is going to explode economically good as well. So it's not just about America being saved in our time. It's about every country having the opportunity to be every country having the opportunity to have freedom and to because the land is there, like the resources are there, and they're put there by God and choked up by the devil, choked up by the enemy. And now that the enemy is being uprooted, that what God put in place for us to all benefit as partners together, collaborators of the planet, is being freed up. And so, and that's what I believe. I've seen enough, I've read enough, I've watched enough for the past, I think since 2021 for me. Like I've known there was I had a hunch that there was something weird or odd going on in our time. But I just didn't know how to go about getting to the other side of it, the information. And so for me, it was 2021. And so anyways, I've seen enough though to know that, what the president that we have currently, it's not even just him, but it's the team around him. I believe that they've been in place and watching from the shadows and mapping this whole system out that we're seeing now. I think they've been mapping this out for decades. And so I don't think that these guys are just guessing or shooting from the hip. They know exactly what they're looking for. They know exactly what to look for. And they know exactly how they were going to go about taking down the hidden enemy. And so all I have to say is we have a lot to be thankful for. So even if you're not American, if you're not in this country, you still have a lot to be thankful for too, because the guy that we have in our office here, he wants there to be partnerships and countries to reach across the table and shake hands and deals to be made, and because every country has things to offer. And even us as a country, let's say if we did have all the resources, which we probably do, but we have everything we need to really close up for the most part and just close up shop from the rest of the world and just be an independent country. We were that way before the World War II. And but I appreciate the fact that our president now, President Trump, is wanting other countries to thrive and their resources to come to fruition. And so, I think he's going to go down in history is definitely one of the most important men that's ever existed throughout human history, hands down. Unbelievable. And so, imperfect person, yes, he is. But you know what? I respect his courage, and I respect the dude took a bullet to the ear And he got up and kept going. And so not everyone has that kind of grit, you know. And even I just think of Ronald Reagan when he got hit. And I don't know much about Ronald Reagan, but I believe that he was, in some sense, doing what the current president's doing now. But I think that when he got hit by that bullet, I think he was like, all right, I'm out. So, personally, I believe too that I don't think that he lived out the rest of his life with, was it dementia or Alzheimer's? I don't know which one it was. But I don't know. I mean, he's an actor, right? I'm talking about Ronald Reagan. And so I think he just tapped out. And so, he did his part. And so respects to him. And but a lot of presidents have been trying to do what's being done now, though. There's been a number of them, and a lot of them have been evil and so self-seeking too, right? But yeah, you know, we all soldier on, though. And so I'm just thinking of what come to mind is Abraham Lincoln, yeah, right? And it wasn't just the South that he was fighting. It wasn't just North versus South. It was also those from the outside. From my understanding, is that Russia was in support of the North, and Britain, London, the same players of today were in support of the South. And so there was even that outside war then, and then Abraham Lincoln's put he basically after the war, immediately after, he was searching for finances to help restore the nation after such a broken time. And then he was the whole Federal Reserve thing, right? He was basically offered that deal, and he declined it, and then put the greenbacks into the economy. And then he was taken out, and the greenbacks were rolled back, and eventually we were under the slave money system. And I think that system is what we're coming out of right now. So as I said earlier, every country is going to benefit from what's about to transpire. And so communism needs to die. We've seen the effects of it. It keeps resurfacing. Once and for all, it needs to be dead, communism. And so many bodies were buried because of communism, to push communism, because people, they just know that it doesn't work. And so I think that I'm believing that it's actually going to come down permanently. And I think we're seeing the last legs of communism, and so pray for New York. Pray for Cuba. Keep praying for Mexico. Pray for Venezuela. Pray for North Korea, the people of these nations, Pray for California, Los Angeles. Pray for San Francisco. Pray for Minnesota. Pray for the families of the fallen in our country. Pray for those that are currently in in the military, and the fact that they're willing to be there and be a part of it, and even the National Guard as well, of course, and pray for the Coast Guard, pray for the Space Force, Navy, pray for the Air Force. Yeah, pray for just everyone who's really on the side of good. Pray for even the good people of the CIA and the good people of the FBI. We just pray that corruption comes, corruption loses its power grip. And there's always going to be, I mean, yeah, in this fallen state of life, there's always going to be people with malintent, but we don't want them to be the ones that have the control and have the power. So we got to pray, pray for everyone with good hearts, good pure hearts. Not perfect people, of course. If you find them, pray for them too. But pray for them to be the ones that to hold office and for them to have servant minds and servant hearts for others, for us, and so, yeah. So anyway, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna get some coffee actually. Give me a moment. So this past week, past couple of weeks, I've been actually just in my own John Wick phase. And actually, you know what, I gotta be honest. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Put my life on that. And I'm grateful that, John Wick, the movie, the whole franchise, it's my current inspiration of earthly inspiration of getting up and getting myself together and getting fit. And so I'm actually a really big fan of, well, Back to the Future for many, many years. It was always my favorite movie. And I don't know, I feel like Back to the Future is, I don't know if that's not fair, because it was an amazing movie. It's a perfect movie. So I don't know if I'm going to say that John Wick is now my new favorite movie, or if Back to the Future is just a given. And so it's like, okay, well, Back to the Future is, okay, we get it. It's your favorite movie, whatever. But beyond that, I was really battling though, like if John Wick if it beats Back to the Future. But I'm thinking that Back to the Future is just probably going to always have that place of inspiration for me, of importance and inspiration for me. And so I think it'll always have that. But John Wick is one, at least right now, it's got me working out and cutting out alcohol out of my diet. Doesn't fit my lifestyle, and I went through, maybe quite a while of that was a part of my diet, and now I'm just like, no more. I need to get some fight in me, some more fight in me, and but now I'm feeling really good. Got me going jogging and hiking and having more energy. And so, cool. Ah, that's some good coffee, man. Woo! All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna turn the camera around so that way you can see what I'm seeing here. And yeah, I'm gonna do it slowly so that yep. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can, so it's on a tripod, I'm gonna actually loosen the legs here, open it up so that I can just get this thing higher for you guys to see and check out. But wow, look at that view here. Forgive the camera shake and the jitter rook for a moment. I'm just gonna make some adjustment here. Look at that though, isn't that awesome? Woo. Bam. Cool. Bear with me for a moment. On your way in, if you're just checking in, if you're just signing in, hit that like button for me. Helps me out a lot. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, let's see what we're looking like. We're looking like here. I'm appreciating this spot too because there's a lot of the reception is just so good, and it's a good spot. I love it. It's so cool. So I'm actually getting used to doing these morning streams. It kind of fits my lifestyle a little better, honestly. Like, I love doing the sunsets, but I think I'm gonna probably start doing more of these morning streams here. I'm a big fan of the morning, to be honest. Some good coffee. This is the Starbucks 1971, and is that the year they were founded? Probably. Cools. Oh yeah. All right, that was a lot of talking I did, so I'm just gonna have some fun for a bit. Hey, what's up, Gina? What do you think? Is this spot good, or can I do better? I can do better, huh? What do you guys think? Look at that. Boom. Let's see here. Forgive me, I'm just gonna see if I can make this better. All right, let's see if we can get some good shots here. And yeah, so we're looking at the south coast of California. Yeah, so I was initially thinking that this is, back there is the Donald Trump golf course, but it is not. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that little, that spot over there, I think that might be White Point Beach. And so, do you know is that White Point Beach over there, or? What's that? Is that White Point right there? Oh yeah, do you know much about like the end of Western? There's that White Point area, like White Point Beach, or? Good morning, by the way.
Good morning, good question. I don't know the specific name.
Oh, okay,
but I know, is it Wait, are you referring to like where after Terrania? I mean after Terranea?
Oh yeah, because I think that's Terranea, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And then
yes, and I think it goes down further.
And then it goes to that Trump National Golf Course.
Or which I think is like
down,
right there, right? Yeah, or right there, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Right where?
Oh, I think yeah. So like you said, I think Trump National Golf Course would be
all the way at the end, like where you see those kind of like green patches, like the second peninsula that you see.
Oh.
Like where you see those little golf courses, like straight ahead, all the way over there, like where you see kind of like those flat green patches.
Oh, okay.
Peninsula, I don't know, like.
I see. Yeah.
I don't know the specific names for the beaches, though. You know.
Yeah.
But.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Because you got like Abalone Cove over here and such, right?
So that's Abalone Cove right there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I hope.
Yeah. Dang, it's so cool though.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here.
Really? Oh, okay. Are you from this area or like you live out this way? Okay, gotcha. Man, you're lucky, man. You're blessed, man. You get to see this. Yeah, quite often.
Yeah, I mean, well, my parents live here.
Yeah.
How about you? Are you from there?
Well, I live in Torrance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was just like, I'm just get out here. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I'm actually live streaming right now. But
okay.
No. Yeah, just so that just for your sake, you don't have to say anything personal or private or whatever. So, but you're good. Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, but yeah, just so you can know ahead of time. But yeah, I'm just hanging out. It's nothing.
A little performance.
I'm just hanging out.
That's the perfect backdrop.
Yeah. So you know any better than this spot or no?
I'd say the higher you are, the better.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Man. Where's that coffee from?
Right at the PV Mall.
Oh, okay. Is that like, what is that?
It's called Misk.
Oh, Misk, like miscellaneous. Ah, okay. That sounds good. Yeah.
So it's on the first level.
Yeah. What are you? What are you guys planning for the day? Are you gonna spend time with family or?
I guess so. Still trying to figure that out.
Gotcha.
Where we're gonna go? See fireworks.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So what about you?
Yeah, probably that. Yeah, maybe find a spot near the beach or something and just watch.
Are they gonna do fireworks from Torrance Beach? Do you know?
They usually don't. I think it's kind of outlawed, supposedly.
Oh yeah, they stopped that 10 years ago.
Supposedly. I think it's really illegal, but people do it anyway. So, but at least like from a certain point, you can see Santa Monica and all that. So
yeah, okay.
it's. I think we did that a couple years back, and it was just nice. You could see it all along the coast. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, you have a good one.
Yeah, you too though. Yeah. Happy 250th. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You too. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of raining here just a little while ago. And yeah, if you were hanging with me for about the past, I don't know, I think it was maybe like 25 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, something like that. It was raining, and so that was kind of cool, actually. And now the sun's gonna be out pretty soon. I'm curious if there's anything better that you could see from this angle. Like, can I tilt this upward and get a good shot of something? Let's find out. Well, doesn't look like it. You just get a bunch of cloud. But anyway. Yeah, the gentleman though, I like to warn people when I'm doing a live stream. That way they don't give their address out or something. No, I mean they wouldn't give their address out to a random guy playing a guitar, but that he won't say anything that just being mindful of it. But I feel bad. He actually was just kind of chilling, and when I mentioned that though, he was like being respectful and such. And just backing away. I was like, no, you don't gotta do that. So anyway. So what do you guys got going on for the day? How are you celebrating today? Are you celebrating today? Are you protesting today? Hopefully not. But some are, as they enjoy In and Out. Yeah. Man, whoever you are watching, I wish you could actually be here to see this. That'd be kind of cool if I got like some, I don't know, like a 360 camera or something that way. You can throw on some goggles and live it with me. Who knows? Maybe that'll be in the future. Woo. But I don't think a lot of people care for the VR goggle stuff, which I'm okay with. Maybe sometime in the future, in my opinion, but I just think that a lot of our kids are still just learning, like the youth of our nation are still, have a good day. Yeah. The kids of our nation just still learning and all of us are still learning the importance of social media boundaries and all that kind of stuff. So I think once we really get that in order, which is a personal thing, we don't need a government regulation or anything for that, but it just, once we learn more about that, kind of like driving, right? It's like, oh yeah, we learn how to be good, considerate drivers. But once we learn, mature in that, I think VR would probably have an even better place. Just knowing, like, okay, it's been a good hour, 2 hours, whatever, from VR. I can use a break. I'm gonna go run outside, get some exercise, go, spend time with the family, whatever. And but I just see a lot of the youth, especially the men and the boys and of our the generation. I'm not saying all of them, but I see a lot of them that they're just, spending so many hours and days after days and months and years just on the computer and stuff, And I'm like, man, come on, boundaries for yourself so you can enjoy life. Go on a date, go get rejected, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna actually pick up the camera so that you can see. Over there is Terranea. I mentioned it, I think, earlier this week. But over there, I don't know if you can tell if you don't know what Terranea is. But I mentioned that, earlier this week, though. That used to be what was called marine land. I think when I had mentioned it, I called it maritime land or something like, but it's actually marine land. Or was marine land, which eventually moved out and became, it moved down to San Diego and became, my understanding, it became SeaWorld. And but now marine land used to be all that big cluster building in the back way over there. It used to be, marine land, but now it's Terranea Resort. And I think it's starting room rates, last I checked, was like $700 a night. So. And I think a lot of celebrities and such actually they stay there. Fun story. So a few years back, my fiance and some friends were hanging out there, right? It was her birthday, my fiance's birthday. And, this woman, she comes, hangs out with us sporadically. She was very interesting woman. You could tell she had probably smoked some weed and drank. I don't know. You know what? That's I'm not trying to expose her, but anyway. But I remember man, I can't really be. I said too much already on that. I don't want to air out her dirty laundry if she sees it as dirty laundry. But anyway, she turned out to be the wife of a famous musician, and she was being very vague on who the musician was, and she was like, "Oh, because we were all just talking, hanging out by the fire." Like there's multiple fire pits over there, and you just hang out on the balcony there. So we're just chilling, like, yeah, come on over, just hang out. And she was cool and all that. But yeah, and so we're talking to her, and you know, she told us her name, and we told her our name. She remembered all of our names. She was very, very sharp, very brilliant. And we had like some unusual names in our group that night, and she remembered everyone. And I was like, wow, she's a type A. And so you gotta be on the lookout for, watch out for those types. But anyways, so the story is, so she said all that, and then she was like, yeah, well, I was like, oh, well, so what are you here for? And she's like, oh, my husband's here for some kind of an event, and he's I was like, what, is he famous? She was like, yeah. And she's like, he's in a band. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, you've definitely heard of the band. And I guessed it on the first one, and she was like, how did you know that? And I was like, then I was like, oh yeah, your husband, you know, the band's former name was this, you know, I'm being discreet, obviously, but your former, you know, their former name was this, and your husband is this person. And she was like, whoa, how did you know that? And that was, and if any of my friends were there that night, you'd know what I'm talking about. But yeah, but she was cool. So, yeah. Miss In-N-Out Burger. Oh yeah, you don't have In-N-Out, huh, in your area, huh? Yeah, In-N-Out's good. I actually had In-N-Out last night. So, what's the next best thing to In-N-Out? You don't have to say what city you're in right now, but what's the next best thing? I remember when I went to Texas, I'm not saying you're in Texas, but I remember when I went to Texas and I stayed out there for a couple of months, maybe like 10 years ago, everyone was raised, you know, people found out that I was from California. Give me a moment, I'm actually gonna get some more coffee. But people found out that I was from California, and they were like, oh, you're an In-N-Out guy. Well, we got Whataburger. I was like, what's a Whataburger? And they were like, oh, yeah, it's better than In-N-Out. And like 3 people said that. So I was like, oh, it's fine. And so I go to, you know, I'm like, all right, whatever. And so I was looking for like steak or whatever. I wasn't really looking for burgers out there. And so I said, all right, whatever. I'll try your Whataburger. I'll give it a shot. And man, it must be pretty good if they're raving about it. And I went, and I don't know, I just felt that, all right, yeah, this is my opinion, but I just felt that it was like, it kind of was in a league more like Jack in the Box. And that's messed up to say, but sorry, you Texans. But yeah, I don't know, that was just my thing about it. I was like, I feel like it's more like a Jack in the Box league with all the options and I don't know. And so I had it, and I was like, yeah, it's good. It was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I just felt like it was kind of an unfair comparison to say that. Sorry, just plugging my phone to the battery here. I just felt like it was an unfair comparison to say that Whataburger and In-N-Out were in the same league. And I'm not saying In-N-Out is at the very top, but there are levels to burgers for me. I'm trying to remember what I did eat in Texas though, because I was in San Antonio at that time. And I was going around, I was doing like you know, and you know this, Gina, like a friend of mine hooked me up with a job there doing like installations for home alarms and such. And so anyways, I was out there for a couple months, and so every customer that I'd run into, I'd pretty much ask them like, where's the steak? And they're like, oh yeah, what? And I was like, yeah, the steak. Like, where do you guys get steak from around here? And they all just said, I don't know. We just make it at home. I don't know. And I was like, you don't have a place that, oh man, I just want to, like, you always hear about, you know, steak in Texas and so on and so on. But I could never find it. And so I never ate steak when I was out there. I don't know. Oh, wait, was it Juicy's was good? Remember, their chili was free. Juicy's. Juicy's. Can you remind me? What is Juicy's? Did we? Wait a minute. Juicy's. Juicy's. I know we had Juicy's. That sounds familiar. Anyway. I'm trying to remember what that is. All right. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, most people just, I don't know, like, I guess maybe it's very California of me. That's like people can come to California thinking that, or they think you're from California, that you're an actor or something, or oh, like you must be from Hollywood or whatever, and you're just like, no, actually, and I'm not, and Hollywood's not as nice as you would think, and yeah, and so that's probably just like one of those stereotypes. I think Texas, I think steak, or I think like, I don't know, like I watched, I don't know, I'm trying to think what movie made steak just kind of, you know, made Texas, I don't know, is it what's his name? There was that actor, the martial arts guy, white guy from, actually he's from here, PV. He grew up here. He just died last year, or was it earlier this year? He died a few months ago. Who's that actor? He smiled, like walking Texas Ranger guy. Do you know his? Walking Texas Ranger. What is that guy's name? Oh, Chuck Norris. Yeah, Chuck Norris he's from here. He's from Palos Verdes, this city here currently, but I didn't actually watch Walking Texas Ranger. Do you guys recommend that? Do you recommend that, Gina? Did you ever watch Walking Texas Ranger? But when I think of, I don't know, there was a movie though that I thought was pretty cool. It's called Planet Terror, and they made steak look so good on there, and it made it seem like just the way they were like cutting it up and the barbecue and woo. But anyway, all right, there's a burger place, Juicy's. I'm gonna look that up and just see, look at the pictures of the restaurant and such. Oh, okay, your dad watched Walking Texas Ranger. Yeah. I feel like, it's kind of funny that he was straight up from California, and an old pastor of mine actually went to school with him, with Chuck Norris. But but he was straight up from California, but he had that Texan image. And but I mean, if you know Palos Verde, I'm not surprised that he, ended up probably leaning in that direction, because Palos Verdes people are probably mostly different from Los Angeles, even though we're probably about, Palos Verdes is from downtown LA. I think clear traffic's probably like 40 minutes away, 45. But you spend probably 30 minutes getting out of Palos Verde, getting to the freeway from this point, and then probably like 10, 15 minutes to get downtown, so. So anyway. Yeah, you know what we were watching? Highway to Heaven. No, Highway to Heaven's a different one. That's what's his name? Langdon, right? I may be butchering his name. Died of cancer. What's that guy's name? Well, that was a good show. That was really good. It's definitely like it's very nostalgic. I'll just say that. No, that was a fun one though. I was just thinking of old classic shows. But yeah, we went through like kind of a marathon of that and still didn't finish it, but we watched, yeah, well, we watched a lot of it though. And very insightful show. It's one of those shows though that you could just tell that they were trying to use media and television just to, you know, for good means and such. Not merely just to entertain, but to just to speak. You know, wholesome content and all that stuff. I have room for that, but I do love my hardcore movies, such as, and of course, I'm just saying it lately, John Wick, and I love, I don't know, I like hardcore movies. I like, what's that other one? No Country for Old Men, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm a man's man when it comes to movies. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Michael Landon. Yeah, there you go. Michael Landon, exactly. Thanks for that. Yeah, Little House on the Prairie guy. Definitely all before my time, but I can appreciate it for sure. All right, cool. Yep, but 250th year, a lot to celebrate. And so, yeah, I hope you guys have a good time celebrating, whether you're alone, whether you're with family, whatever. Don't be alone on this day if you don't have to be. There's nothing wrong with being alone, doesn't mean you're lonely. Sometimes being alone is also a blessing too, but just not staying alone all the time. Cool. Get some more coffee. Another sip for me. That right there, I don't know if you can see it, was flying. I think that's, oh, that's a hawk. I thought it was an eagle, but nah. I think it's a hawk. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen an eagle out this direction. Eagle being the symbol of the bird of America, so. Yeah. Not sure if a car just backfired or someone just did some fireworks, threw it out the window behind me. You know what's cool? Actually, I don't know if you can see, but in the distance, there's those ships back there, those shipping container boats. I'm not sure if you can see that. But I'm mentioning it because I remember back in 2020 when the world was on fire, that ocean right full of those ships, and this was after all that the Suez Canal got backed up and all that, and we were just like, whoa. Yeah, it was just crazy because sometimes you hear things in the news and, you know, it's very distant. You know, you don't really hear, you know, you don't usually see the effects, and that's like most things, right? And so it's like, why are we tripping? But anyways, in this case though, that ocean right there was filled with a lot of ships. I'm pretty sure I have pictures and video footage from way back then, and it just reminded me of all that though. The Evergreen ship that was that had gotten stuck in the Suez Canal, and I remember it just screwed everything up for a lot of people. But on another topic, you know, there's all that talk of people saying like, oh, well, that's because there's a lot of rescue happening, because those ships actually do. I know a lot of people, or a good amount of people, who work at the port, which is just on the other side of these hills over there. I know a lot of people that work over there, and they say, yeah, all the time we find, you know, people just come running out of them, or we find, you know, trafficked kids and such, and or people, yeah, kind of like that. Is that the Black Widow movie? They kind of talk about that stuff. But anyway, yeah, so there were people who were saying that that whole Suez Canal thing, that's what a lot of that was really about, is it got backed up, and then they were basically rescuing a lot of the young ones. And then, yeah, recently I just heard that the Trump administration said that they've rescued over, just in the past couple of years, they rescued over 100,000 something children, or they found them. And so, and some of them were with, they were undocumented with their parents or with their families that were undocumented too, and so on. So anyway, but yeah, have a good day today. Enjoy the time with your folks, and go to the beach, go laugh, go play, go. Don't think about work. Don't think about responsibility in the sense of, just go let your hair down. Go have some fun. Go jump in the water. Go wherever you're at. Just go have some fun. Have fun celebrating the 250th year of America and the 250th year of our Constitution. And we're still working through a lot of what freedom is, and I think it's good. I mean, as long as we're having a conversation about it and not setting things on fire and not flipping things, but that we get to just talk about what freedom is to you and what freedom is to me, and hopefully everyone feels heard and is heard and are heard, I mean. And anyway, eat some good food, get some steak, get some burgers, get some, I don't know, tacos or hot dogs, however you want to do it. Some kimbap, the Korean rolls there, sushi, however. Just enjoy the day, celebrate America. Spend time with your family, loved ones, or enjoy time by yourself if you are. And have a good time enjoying time by yourself. But I hope you don't just spend time by yourself. I hope you get to a mall or something, go get surrounded by people, and so on and so on and so on, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna continue on with my day. Today is gonna be a lot of fun. God bless you. Thank you for watching. not the sunset. Enjoy the wrong one. Let's see, not that one. Yeah. Cools. Okay. All right. That is. Let's see if we can get some good shots here before I head out and get back on to my busy life. Well, it's gonna be fun today, but I'm gonna be busy having fun. So anyways, yeah, let's see what we can do here. So we got, of course, that's all like San Pedro's around that way, and then you got, I think that's White Point. I don't think that far, like, what is it? This, I don't think that is Donald Trump Golf Course. I think Donald Trump Golf Course is more like, let's see if I can find it. Somewhere like over here, along the coast over that way. And I can even see that there's a big flag. And so I'm pretty sure that's his. And then, yeah, of course, again, you got the Terranea Resort. Yep. Really glad I found this spot. It's pretty cool. I was expecting a different spot, and actually I found this one on the way over to the spot I initially was gonna go to. I saw this in the distance. I was like, that's probably gonna be it, but let me go to the spot that I'm thinking. And so I ended up going to the spot I was thinking. I swung by there and I was like, nope, I'm going back to this one here. So yeah, I had no idea this one existed. It's got a bench and everything. Cool. That's all I have for today. Have a great day. Happy 250th to you. Thanks for hanging out, Gina.